This college basketball picks edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Draft now or play Underdog's pick 'em for a chance to win 100x. Promo code SGPN at UnderdogFantasy.com for a 100% deposit match. We're also ready by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today.
Hey, everybody. Joe Theismann here. You're listening to SGPN. So do this. Let it ride.
Cox. He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Ooh, welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, second the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
We're back. Sorry, I'm supposed to hit the button. I wasn't prepared. I was as prepared this episode as I was for the last one.
Ryan, you're 0 for 2 filling in for me as the sound guy of our own podcast.
Got a million things going on over here.
Wow. A lot of ins, a lot of outs. I see Colby decided to join us. Colby Dant, aka Pick Dundee, wearing the very festive Let It Ride holiday sweatshirt over at sportsgamblingpodcast.com's merch store. What's happening, Colby?
South Florida just taking care of business against Syracuse in football. Easy play.
How dare you?
Just as simple. I mean, Syracuse. It's just, it's good
Now
to
I
have
forget,
a sharp
Colby,
of these bulls. What's that?
Colby, was this one of your picks where it was your actual pick, or you thought Syracuse was going to win, so you went against yourself?
No, this was one of my actual picks. So that we had that theory is still, we're still waiting on that theory, but we're going to learn about that tomorrow. I think. Tomorrow,
and admittedly, me laying Syracuse -2.5, not my finest work, but I did not lock it up. And shout out to all the people that reached out after the Bulls episode to say it was, quote, the most off the rails episode. Which I think is fitting. The Bulls are a shit show, so are we. Let's have some fun with it.
Someone claimed I called South Florida UCF. We also were talking about UCF. So I'm going to challenge you to go back and watch the game tape on that. I didn't pull a Bill Snyder situation. That's all I'm saying.
Can I be honest? Noah Beanick pulled me aside and said, "Hey."
What do you mean he pulled you aside?
Well, he basically told me, "Colby, do we have to talk about the clowns? I don't like clowns, and I don't understand why we are talking about clowns." So
wait, what do you mean? He's afraid of clowns?
He's afraid of clowns. He did not like the clown segment that we did. I don't know. There's speculation that. And he also didn't know who the Insane Clown Posse was, which I find almost impossible since he's from the state of Michigan.
Yeah, but, you live in Michigan. How do you not know who the Insane Clown Posse is?
I don't know what the hell happened there, but
sounds like he had a situation with a clown when he was a kid.
The slot. How's the slot?
That would be my guess. Noah, maybe inappropriate clown touching.
Is there any such thing as appropriate clown touching?
No, that's my point. Why are they anywhere near kids?
No, so you hate clowns, and Noah hates clowns. Maybe
No. I do not hate clowns. I'm just pointing
out.
Sounds like
a guy who hates clowns.
I'm just pointing out that clowns have no business to be around children.
Well, and Noah clarified in the chat saying his exact quote was, I don't understand the purpose that clowns serve in this world. That sounds like a man who's about to commit clown genocide.
Yeah.
And rid the world of clowns.
Whoa.
I'm a little nervous, Noah.
Are you basically saying you don't understand juggling?
I also have to clarify. I always thought the profile icon of Noah in the YouTube chat was actually Noah wearing the Geordie LaFord, of course, Star Trek glasses. I've been informed by producer Josh that this is not Noah. It is a other random college baseball player. Of course, Noah is the host of the College Baseball Experience, former college baseball player himself. So
can we make a request of Noah? Can Noah update his YouTube profile picture to any one of his album covers?
Yes,
Please?
I would prefer that.
Just anything that's showing his sweet hair flowing out of the back of his head.
And go be a gigolo or juggalo at the Insane Clown Posse concert.
I am surprised you don't know. I mean, love him or hate him, I don't know how you grew up in Michigan without hearing about him.
Yeah.
I wonder if Derek's a friend of the Insane Clown Posse.
I can see next time we see Derek Ryan, I'll ask him about it. And I can see him shaking his head and he's like, "Don't bring up ICP. Not around me. Not around me. I've seen some stuff."
Yeah, please. More questions than answers, right, Colby?
Yes,
well, and speaking of Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, home of Little Caesars. They used to have arena there, and you can celebrate Little Caesars anytime you're watching some NFL football. Little C's in the NFL, they pair perfectly together, like football and pizza. What more? I mean, you want to talk about a perfect game day. The pizza pregame, of course, 1 hour before and 3 hours after NFL kickoffs, plus all day Sunday. Get ready for some football and some fun, and most importantly, pretzel crust pizza. It's the holidays. Treat yourself. If you were holding back, going, I don't know if I deserve pretzel crust pizza. I don't know if I've worked hard enough for pretzel crust pizza. Oh, I might have my waistline might not accommodate pretzel crust pizza. This is your time to celebrate. And football season, come on, treat yourself. Some pretzel crust pizza. I recommend the pepperoni. It is delish. Of course, you can score convenient delivery or our in-store pizza portal pickup. Grab some friends and enjoy a few slices during the game. Little Caesars, pizza.
Nice job, Sean.
Benedict Dant told going deep, saying those same boxes were there last year, Sean. Someone needs to unpack. Yes, I'm in my I am deep in the Green family. This is like the auxiliary office, aka where my dad dumps all his boxes and stuff. So look out. And deep pull from last year's show where I was also broadcasting from this office.
Just sipping that beautiful whiskey you guys gave me for Christmas.
All right, so let's just do we have anything to discuss up top? By the way, I do have there will be I don't know, maybe we'll save it for next week, but I did just stumble into an amazing Real Men of Degen, so much so that I'm still reading about it. I wanted to verify. I'm telling you, it's one of the crazier stories I've ever heard about.
Wow.
Anyway,
regarding college hoops,
any college hoops action we want to start with?
Well, we did hit our locks. We did hit our locks last show. North Carolina, New Mexico, getting it done.
Yes.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
didn't hit Toledo. Yeah, and Villanova won outright. You guys finally talked me into fading Villanova, and then they went outright. I mean, Villanova is one of the weirder teams. Like they've had some horrific losses and some awesome wins. What do you make of Villanova, Colby?
Yeah, I mean that's the Kyle Neptune squad. I guess this is year 2 for him after taking over for Jay Wright, and they just seem to be all over the place. Even last year, they would have some good wins, and then all of a sudden, some terrible losses, and then it makes you just sit back and say, "Wait, who the fuck is Villanova?" And I worry about them as far as like a tournament team. I can never confidently say, like with Jay Wright, you were like, okay, they'll be a Sweet 16 team no matter what.
Yeah,
this team could make the NCAA tournament. They could also miss the NCAA tournament.
This is a nice win though.
This team could win the NCAA tournament, or they could miss the tournament. It's pretty crazy.
They can't win the tournament.
I don't think they could win the tournament.
Let's settle down there.
No, I
like that.
He's just trying to. Lehigh could win the tournament though.
I mean, they beat Creighton in Creighton. What more do you want to see?
That is a great win. That is a great win.
Very. Have you? When are the top 25 littest arenas? When's that getting put out?
We could do that.
Feels like something the college basketball experience should.
We could certainly do that.
Or maybe just do 68 because there are 68 teams that make the tournament. Ooh. Or maybe you do a tournament of lit arenas, and you could do polls to settle where is the littest, and you could have seedings. Just programming your show.
I like
that. Was for your people who are in the chat.
Benedict Dantold pointing out, as long as no other Philly schools make it into the tournament, Villanova is going to be fine. Yeah, they for some reason, every other Philly school has their number.
Yeah, I mean, what, third, fourth best team in Philly? All right, let's head into it. starting off with a nice marquee matchup between some of the finest private schools in the land. Georgetown heads out to Milwaukee, Wisconsin to take on Marquette. 4 p.m. here on Friday. Marquette now, are these real?
Yes.
Or are these Dundee?
The
Spreads?
Saturday lines are, but the Friday ones, they're out there. You can get them right now.
So Friday, 4 p.m., 17.5 Marquette's laying against Georgetown.
Correct.
You're telling me I can take 17.5 points with our boy Ed Cooley against that piece of shit Shaka? We do like Shaka too. This is tough.
Well, here's the thing too, is that we've been killing it on the college basketball experience with the plays because of knowing the situation as far as what stadiums will have students, because a lot of people home for the holidays.
Private school.
You know what I mean? So
not hanging around Milwaukee for the holidays.
I actually think this will be somewhat lit, just because it's Milwaukee. What do? All you do is get super fucked up. It's cold as fuck.
Do you think a lot of kids from Marquette or go to Marquette are from Milwaukee?
Probably not.
Okay.
No way.
Probably
no way.
not.
If you
But,
work, unfortunately, if you work, if you're like a blue collar, blue collar Joe from Milwaukee, isn't Marquette super expensive? I feel like that's probably where like a lot of rich out of state people go to school. Am I wrong? I feel like if you're a regular Joe, you're going to Madison.
Or the University of Milwaukee or Green Bay, perhaps.
Yeah. I just assume Marquette is super expensive.
Yeah.
And when I see super expensive, I think out of state people, aka they will be going home for the holidays. That's my handicap. Colby, what do you think a year of tuition at Marquette over under costs?
I will say this. I'll give you a little bit as someone who has started to look at what college tuition costs. Couple more shekels than when we were in school, Colby.
I'm gonna guess. Well, it's a private school too. Let's say 50 grand a year.
Oh Jesus, way under.
Kramer,
way under. I mean, I'm gonna guess
out of state or in state.
I don't.
I
just
googled. I googled Marquette year of tuition, and that's what I'm going off.
I'll say $63,000, but maybe higher.
According to this, from 2021 to 2022, $45,766.
Cheap.
Pretty close.
It's cheap.
Pretty close.
Probably doesn't even include room and board.
$4,000 off. Let's go.
I'm looking at the updated number. It's $47,690.
Oh, nice guess, Colby.
Does not include housing or meals, and then fees are listed as $1,010. Like,
oh wow,
you can't squeeze the fees into $47,690.
Unrelated but related because it's in the same state. Did you see there's a house being listed the front yard is across, like you walk out near your front yard and it's Lambeau Field and it's only $700K.
It's pretty badass.
Holy shit, we should buy it.
Just SGPN.
We should buy it. We should buy it.
So Ed Cooley's team sucks this year.
No, but check us out. They cover, and Ed Cooley is a dog. They are always fantastic. Only lost to Rutgers by 11. Only lost to TCU by 1 and Syracuse by 12. And they beat Notre Dame at Notre Dame. Only lost to Butler by 10 at Butler at Hinkle. They're going to cover the 17.5. Ed Cooley is a dog, always covers.
Yeah, the only I'm looking at their losses. I don't think they've lost. I think 11 points, or no, sorry, they lost to 12 to Cuse, like you pointed out. Yeah, they haven't lost by more than 11 all season.
I know Marquette's coming off that loss.
I was gonna say they're coming home after a loss to Providence.
They can still dominate this game, and you can hit.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a lit environment at all. 4 o'clock, kind of sleepy. Well, maybe not Milwaukee, but
everyone's going to be Christmas shopping.
Yeah, give me Marquette.
Wow.
Noah points out in the chat, 3rd straight road game for Georgetown. Ed Cooley's team sucks. I love Ed Cooley. His team sucks. Shaka Smart. He's feeling confident.
No, never even heard of insane.
Whatever that hair situation that Shaka Smart's working with. Do you think he catches shit for that? He's got to work. He's got to.
About.
I'm just saying, maybe try something different. Go back to the.
Wow.
Oh wow. Rare hair. I didn't know we were running a beauty show here at Kramer.
I mean, look. I was not gifted with the balding genes, but.
Oh wow! Insult after insult.
It's not meant to be an insult. It's just like, what are you doing, Shaka Smart?
guy.
What are we
This
doing?
guy. Oh, Shaka Smart. You said Ed Cooley.
No. Oh no, Ed Cooley. I got no problem with the hole in his
This
head.
fucking guy doesn't even know what he's saying.
Listen, I rooted for Frank Beamer.
But
I
you
understand.
said Ed Cooley. That's why I was like,
did I? Well,
yeah.
my bad. Well, clearly Shaka Smart. It looks like someone puts like a weird mixing bowl on his head.
Kind of looks
and
like a Simpsons character, doesn't he?
It does. like if he grew it out
Yeah.
straight up, he'd be Sideshow
Ralphie.
Bob.
Yeah.
I just, and then the long sleeve shirt and the short sleeve shirt.
Yeah.
He's confident right now. Marquette by 1 million. Yale heads to Lawrence, Kansas to take on Kansas. 5 p.m. here on the West Coast. Kansas laying 15.5. Yale, good program this year. That's what Colby will tell you.
Good, but they have had some issues lately, but I think they correct some of them here by covering. I don't think they're going to win. I think Kansas will probably win by 8 or 9, maybe 10, but Yale's good enough to cover 15.5 points. You look at what they do well. I think, first off, Kansas, I feel like it's a sleepy spot. You just had huge wins.
You think the kids are gone for the holiday?
This place will still be lit. This is Kansas. It's the only fucking thing to do in the state.
Yeah, but they just to Colby's point, they just won at Indiana. Now you come home to face Yale. Like, how excited are you going to be for that? You're probably thinking about hooking up with your high school girlfriend, making sure you got your fake IDs in order. Like you got
fish sandwiches.
Yale does not play a home game until January 15th.
It's impressive, but look, Yale is 291st in pace. All right, 291st in pace.
What does
They're
that mean,
slow
Colby?
this game down.
play Kramer. How are you not playing the staple sound effects
Yes,
for a team who is 290th in pace? This game's actually convenient because
Let's see
for the Yale
here.
people, they just they're probably hitting up Aspen for the holiday, so they just stop off in Kansas on the way from Yale, play a little basketball game. They're good to go.
Yeah. So it's simple. It's very simple.
Really? All right. So we're all just going to take Yale.
Yeah.
I'm on Yale.
There we go.
All right. I I like a favorite better than a dog. I guess I'll take Yale here. I don't know if I like this one. Feel like we're giving the Discord an easy pick here. Kind of want to disagree with you guys.
Go for it.
Should I do it?
Yeah.
Dig your own grave,
Be
Ryan.
you, buddy. All right.
All right. Give me
What-
Kansas by 1 million.
That sounds enthusiastic.
Illinois heads to St. Louis, Missouri, where Missouri catching 6.5 points at home. I said that this is a home game,
St. Louis, neutral site.
so it's a neutral site.
I almost fell for this though, but look, Missouri did win by 22 last year. They've actually covered 5 of 6. Shout out to Noah Beanick for that nugget. And this is a rivalry game. They hate each other. Give me the points all day.
You always go dog in a rivalry game, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Why are they not playing this on campus?
No, they always do this neutral site. This has been happening for a minute.
So you're okay with this one?
Well, it's like the Red River Shootout. You know what I
Okay.
mean? There's certain ones where you're just like, oh, okay,
So you guys are taking the points again?
I am taking the points.
Lay the
Correct.
points. Give me Illinois. I have a new strategy here.
I mean, Illinois has looked decent on the road. This is obviously much more of a road game for them than Missouri. But yeah, I'm with
Defense
Colby.
travels, Sean. Defense travels.
It does, but it's a rivalry game, and you're getting 6.5, and you're gonna have the crowd.
I'm locked in. Let's go. Big
Don't play the laser sound effect, because Ryan, I'm not sensing laser focus out of you right now.
Oh, what's that? Why is that not working?
Spinal.
There we go. Maryland.
What was that? What was that in regards to? Or you just wanted to hear it?
I'm just having fun.
Never letting you guys have my soundboard again.
It's unlimited when you have this thing in front of you. You can really just get
This is fun.
Long. Cox.
Maryland heads to Westwood, California to take on UCLA. UCLA laying 3.5, 6 p.m. on the West Coast. This UCLA team is not the team that I fell in love with.
but it is the team you should take. This is a fucking lock.
No,
all right.
whoa.
Maryland has
Love
been
the
ass all year.
confidence.
Maryland. Sorry, Benedict Dantold. I know you're a Maryland fan, but
They've been
they have
bad.
been ass. And UCLA just got upset by Cal State Northridge. CSUN represent.
Matadors.
Mick Cronin's calling out his team, saying that
this happened while we were on the air live last week. We must have missed the outcome. So Sean must have missed it in the CSUN alumni.
Yeah.
No,
group chat.
I tweeted at Mac as soon as our show was
Got
done.
it.
Even Benedict Dantle, who's a Maryland fan, is saying we should take UCLA here because UCLA is going to respond right before the holidays. It's a smash spot. Lay the points.
UCLA has only beat St. Francis, Lafayette, LIU, Chaminade, and UC Riverside.
Do you want to talk about Maryland, buddy? Maryland has losses to Davidson, UAB, right? They just barely squeaked by. They also lost to Indiana. They just barely squeaked by Nichols.
Well, Nichols
Both
keeps
teams
a
are
good
struggling.
program.
Both teams are struggling. So UCLA gets it done. He's called out his team. I like this play a lot.
Mick Cronin called out his team.
Yeah.
What do you think his team thinks? Like, hey, what the fuck are you talking about?
This is a future Big Ten game. All right, they're circling this. They're saying this is us every year. This rivalry.
Sean, who you taking?
Oh, UCLA all day. You can't take Maryland on the West Coast. This Maryland team. I'm with Colby. This is potential lock city.
These teams both. You know what? These teams both suck. And it's. Do we have another sound effect for being bad? I feel like I'm not using it appropriately here. I don't think these teams are stapled to the ground. They just can't shoot. What's the opposite of being stapled to the ground? Because these teams can't shoot for shit. But they're probably not stapled to the ground. UCLA, come on. I agree with you. All right, Colorado State, another LA game. Colby, are you going to be at this one?
I think so.
Oh, hell yeah.
There's rumors that myself and the bet detective are going to be at this game.
What do you guys got, a caper?
Yeah, we got something. We're
Something's amiss.
yeah.
Got Colorado.
There's something on the case. His name is Kelly LePepe. All right.
Well, we're gonna have to do some dung inspection as Colorado State travels from Fort Collins to Los Angeles, where they'll take on mere mortal Kelly LePepe. LMU. I mean, he's aware of who you are, I assume.
Kelly LePepe.
He's received the gift package.
He has not, but I did give him dap last time I was at the game.
How big are his hands?
He's rather.
Big hands?
He is big, and
wow.
you know.
What's he allowed to take? Come on, Colby. I want to see a picture of you, CJ, and Kelly LePepe in the middle.
Oh,
we're
man.
gonna try to work out some NIL stuff. What can I give him here in the studio? Can I take a TV off the wall?
We can figure something out.
Oh, there's one of those bird ladders. I think would be a great gift.
Does he like haircuts?
Shout out to Noah Beanick in the chat. Also says Kevin Willard and Mick Cronin scheduled that UCLA. Kevin Willard, the head coach of Maryland, Mick Cronin, the head coach of UCLA, scheduled that game while they were at the racetrack together.
Okay.
You got real DGens only.
Good nugget.
If you're a coach, you better be taking advantage of the privileges.
Does UCLA have a horse racing team?
Nah, I'm just saying. Probably get people kick. Maybe they get a horse or two as payment.
You know where that had to be, because I'm assuming that was what's our options here? Pimlico.
No, Santa Anita.
Santa Anita. Well, I mean, Kevin Willard, he lives on the East Coast. Maybe Mick Cronin.
Why the game's out here though?
No, but I'm saying if they scheduled this,
No, they mean Kevin Willard strikes me as the kind of guy that's got a little side.
But
hustle.
Mick Cronin's born and raised Cincinnati. Maybe they met at the Derby.
Oh boy, you're really going.
Let's get
deep
the bet
on this
detective on the case here.
Yeah, you guys better show. Well, I guess after you secure the bag with Kelly LePepe, then you can go search
It is true.
for answers.
I'm going to wish Kelly LePepe Merry Christmas for you, Sean.
I'd also.
Oh, thank you.
In general, just a bit where Colby, you're on one side, CJ's on the other, and the person's in the middle. It works with Mick Cronin too. You throw Mick Cronin between you guys, great picture.
But I'm excited about this Colorado State Loyola Marymount game. Colorado State 10-1. The last time they played another D1 opponent, they did just play a D2 and beat them, but they got upset at home by St. Mary's. So they get a chance to jump back, play some decent competition in Loyola Marymount, which I feel like Loyola Marymount, they won the portal. They went out and added a bunch of guys, but they just haven't gelled together yet. I think it takes time, much like an Eric Musselman team at Arkansas, which is why I think we got to fade Kelly LePepe here, Sean.
Really?
I think we take Colorado State minus the points, and I think
you
it's
sure
pretty solid
about
play.
this?
Oh yeah,
They impressed you in their matchup against CSU Pueblo.
they did, and I'm going to be rooting against my money because I love Kelly
no.
LePepe. So
Already calling for it.
I'm at the game. Kelly LePepe. I don't want him to turn around and punch me in the face.
Is
Prison strength.
Northern Colorado a D1 program in your eyes? Are they bad?
This is Colorado State, though.
Northern
I know.
Colorado.
Just follow along.
Well, we just made money on Northern Colorado as a 8.5 point dog today as they beat Air Force.
I'm trying to understand if I should factor that as a road game when they played, because I want to call this
Greeley, Colorado. That is a road game.
I want to call this their first road game so I can get on Kelly LePepe.
No one's going to be at this game. So look, I went to.
That's a good point.
I went to Loyola Marymount.
Colorado State. Let's go.
I went to Morgan State at LMU last year in this same game. Right before Christmas, there's about 12 people there. No one's going to be at this game. Tickets are, by the way, I can get, and shout out to this, by the way, this is why we should be flexing a little bit about who our sponsors are, because the Game Time app, look, I just Googled randomly Colorado State Loyola Marymount tickets, right? And they offered them for $80 on the first link, $80.
Oh, wow. That's a nice
You plug
SEO.
that into Game Time, you can get tickets for $5. That's
Whoa.
a $75 difference right there. Use the Game Time app, promo code CFBX. Let's go.
Yeah. So you're taking friends then, huh? You want to go to the game with Colby?
So I'm saying this could
Yeah.
be.
Extra
I'm putting
tickets.
this on the company card. Enjoy that
Meetup
$10 transaction. All right.
Meetup group.
All right. Let's. So we're taking Colorado State.
I'm all over Colorado
Okay.
State. Ram it.
We won't. And remember, don't tell Kelly that we're on Colorado
Yeah,
State.
I don't want to get punched. in
If
the
Kelly
face.
asks, we're all on Colorado or we're all on LMU.
You got
Big
you.
LMU.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm on. You guys can dig your own graves. Give me LMU. They're a home dog.
Don't tell Zeus we bet against him.
Sean's he's over there in Philly. He's safe. He's safe. He doesn't have to worry about
I think Kelly LePepe
wrath.
can reach that far. A couple, a hop, skip, and a jump, maybe.
Hey, before we talk more picks, of course, Underdog Fantasy. Have you signed up yet? What are you waiting for? Pretty good Thursday night NFL. If you get down on some of the Underdog higher lowers we gave out, where we talked about on the show, I think my under or lower Alvin Kamara receiving yards that hits. The Cooper Kupp, that might have been a push. Either way, nice little cash there. Colby, we got some college basketball here. Any of these games jumping out you want to talk about? Give out. We just talked Georgetown Marquette earlier. We got Jay Heath, Supreme Cook,
Yes.
Dontrez Styles.
I think Jay Heath is one that Noah Beanick was covering.
Okay.
As one we should take the higher than in Milwaukee there. I almost said Madison.
So
I
Jay
think that-
Heath higher 9.5 points. Any other ones jumping at you?
Yes, I'm gonna say we jump on over, and how about we go to George Mason Tulane? All right, I'm high on the Patriots. I think they're gonna win it outright as a 4.5 point dog. So you jump down there, and you grab. Well, to me, they're only offering Tulane players. Ron Hunter,
Yes.
that team can score. Jalen Forbes is a
Yes.
higher or lower at 15.5 points.
We're going lower.
I'm going lower because Tony Skinn's team plays defense, man. He's a Jimmy Larinaga guy. You remember that Final Four team with George Mason in 2006? That was a very good defensive team. He's been teaching that year one there at George Mason. Give me the lower, and I think no one's going to be at that game too. By the way, no one is going to be at that game.
Jay
I
Heath.
accidentally hit nerd. Sorry.
Jay Heath higher 9.5 points. Jalen Forbes lower 15.5 points. UnderdogFantasy.com promo code SGPN. 100% deposit match up to $100. So you put in 100, you got 200 to play with. You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Sean. Let's
Merry
head over
Christmas.
Saturday, 9 a.m. We're heading to Providence, Rhode Island. Butler, Providence laying 7. Turns out maybe Providence didn't need Ed Cooley.
Isn't
Are we
this,
starting to, what?
aren't we worried about a massive letdown spot after beating Marquette?
It certainly was a nice win. They're in the same conference though. I don't think you can get. It's not too much of a letdown spot.
I don't know.
Did they storm the court, Colby?
I believe they did. I believe
Yeah,
they
I
did,
don't think you can do now in 2023 with the way that kids storm courts for everything. Since Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes ruined storming fields, I don't think it matters anymore.
I am all over Butler here.
Oh,
Pierre Brooks, Posh Alexander, they won the portal.
Yep.
This offseason. Thad Matta, a really underrated coach.
I
I think
Thad
they
Matta.
are a look. I know Providence has this home record that they did, unbelievable record of the past 3 years. I think the best in all of college basketball.
the dunk.
But I think Butler's going to give them all they can handle. I wouldn't be surprised if they won it outright.
All right, huh?
I'm with you, Colby. I think this is a tough situation spot for Providence to get up after that big win, after allegedly storming the court. You got to take the points here.
Yeah, Butler has played it one game in a hostile environment, and they got their ass kicked by Michigan State. I'll fade them. Let's go.
Oh, there we go.
I'll fade them. You know I like to
I
lay.
like it.
You know
I
I
like
like
it
the
when you pick
minus
the other
sign.
ones.
You know I like that minus sign. Rutgers heads. Oh, here we go. Colby at 9 a.m. On the West Coast, so noon local time. They're playing a game. That's not going to be a Rutgers home game. It's going to be played in Newark, New Jersey, same place where the Devils play.
How far is that from Piscataway?
It's not far.
I ain't messing with no Devils.
Now, I would imagine if you're a Rutgers fan, that's not stopping you from going to the game. Like you're still going. You're a student. You're probably still, and you're a fan of the team.
So
you're
they
still
couldn't just
going.
play the game there. They said,
Again,
no, they want to see this New Jersey Devils arena, huh?
I would say very easy access. You walk out of Penn Station in Newark, and it's right there. So it's not a hard thing to get to if that's what you're trying to hypothesize here. Mississippi State fans, on the other hand, I don't know if they're looking to travel up to Newark for the holidays.
It's beautiful in Newark this time of year.
Minus 4.5. We know what this Mississippi State team is. We know what any team that looks like a Mississippi State team, and they're maddening. And when you bet on them, it's insane. It's an insane ride, and you're left wondering what the fuck are you doing on offense. I assume they're the same team that they typically are. They can't shoot, I'm guessing.
Yeah, neither team can.
So they're a defense first team. Going to be a rock fight.
You got to take Rutgers in the points. I mean,
No.
this is. Yep.
They're gonna get in trouble for not playing at the Rack.
Yeah,
The Rack's one of the greatest home court environments in college basketball.
this is a hockey arena.
And them going to this cockanimi place to play basketball.
They don't even play basketball here. I don't know who plays
Give me
basketball
Mississippi State just for that in general. All right, they're not going to be used to the rim, Sean. You know about that.
But someone chime
true.
in. I don't think anyone plays basketball in this arena. Like
I didn't factor in the sight lines. And after further look, Rutgers offense is worse than I had imagined. So yeah, I'll go Mississippi State.
Sean just pulled up Ken Palm and saw that 338th free throw percentage ranking.
Yeah,
was like,
I can't do
get me out of this position. I guess it's still scary to lay points with Mississippi State, but this number might be small enough. All right, 10 a.m. We're heading to Morgantown, West Virginia, where Toledo, the Rocket. We're talking about a lot about the Rockets lately. They kind of screwed us.
They got their ass whooped by Vermont. There was a look ahead spot. We weren't sharp
two
enough.
separate DMs saying fuck Toledo. So appreciate that. The Rockets again head down to West Virginia. Always great views this time of year in West Virginia. -6. Will first, Colby, will there be people at the game?
Well, it's Morgantown. What are you supposed to do? I don't know. I mean, look, this team is 4-7, and even Mac last night doing the show after Radford beat him at the buzzer. He was a little down. He was like, he was kind of. I know he had a few cocktails, but he was having a hard. There's hard times in Morgantown, to quote the Baby Huey song there. And I don't know that Toledo just got worked. I think if you're a West Virginia fan, you wanted Toledo to beat Vermont.
Yeah,
I was very disappointed in you, Colby, that you did not put the Whores of Radford versus West Virginia.
Yeah,
because that's an excellent handicap. That's an excellent off-court handicap right there.
West Virginia seems to be a mess. They got some players back there, 4-7. Jesse Edwards is still out, the big man, the transfer from Syracuse. I gotta take Toledo until I see otherwise. It just seems like that whole offseason
So this waiver, a quick sidestep, the NCAA waiver thing that's happening in the courts.
Yes.
It sounds like every basketball player who was denied a waiver.
Raekwon Battle, who was waiting there to play.
So there's gonna
playing.
There's gonna be like a window where they said like basically from now to the end of the season, all waivers have been paused.
Yes. Well, the NCAA actually did something right because it was only a 2-week thing that the judge said.
Oh, that would have been.
And then
crazy.
the NCAA said, let's just do it for the whole year. But West Virginia's just a mess right now, man. I just feel like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know how little it'll be because you're 4-7. It's 2 days before Christmas.
Yeah, Toledo's getting 6 points. This feels way too high.
Well, and so just to remind people, the Saturday games, Dundee made these numbers.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Are you challenging the numbers, Sean?
No.
Okay.
No, but I still think 6 is too high. I'll take 6.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean,
Toledo and West Virginia have both been ass on defense this year. But I just think Toledo, you right now you just can't take West Virginia until they prove it to you. They look like a team that obviously you had the situation with Bob Huggins this offseason where things were crazy. Then
What happened to him?
So apparently a few years ago. So what happened a few years ago? Someone hit him in the face with a dildo. All right. And it all started then. But anyway, we had all this shit.
Then he got turned around, got lost, tried to get some directions from law enforcement who are supposed to protect and serve.
Yeah. I mean, what are they doing? Don't they know it's Huggy? Don't they know it's Huggy Bear? But
poor guy.
But I'm saying, like, then he would, get going and keep in his office there, and then it's been a crazy scenario. The players left, the players came back. Some of them got, it's just been a wild situation to me in West Virginia. I don't have a good read on it. Even in that UMass game, Huggy Bear, they just played UMass up in Springfield, Massachusetts, a Hall of Fame game. Huggy Bear was there, but he was in the UMass fan section.
Whoa.
So it's a lot of dysfunction.
Was he in like the UMass student section? Was he like painting his shirt off, painting
have a
his
few
stomach?
cocktails?
Him and Coach O were just hanging out.
So I think we ride
Trouble in Paradise.
I think we ride Toledo until we find out. West Virginia's got to prove it to us. They just got to prove it to us.
Wow. This sounds like Mac got emotional.
Mac was hurt. Radford, they had that Radford game, missed a free throw. Radford runs down the court, makes a jumper at the buzzer to escape with a dub.
Can't lose to the Whores in your home ground when you have that kind of talent. Ole Miss heads to Hattiesburg, Mississippi to take on Southern Miss. If you haven't seen it, the new volleyball facility is beautiful. Ole Miss laying 11 points, projected by Dundee.
Yeah, and Ole Miss is 11-0. Chris Beard doing a great job in year one. After that dust up in Austin, and Southern Miss though benefits. John was just talking about this, and Ryan was talking about this, where the transfer waiver is wide open. So Andre Curbelo, who formerly of St. John's, who wears those crazy ass glasses in the middle of the game like he's a fucking video game character, he's gonna be back. This place will be lit because Hattiesburg, Mississippi, there ain't nothing else to do. All right. This thing I think will be rocking. So I'll take the points all day. Sprinkle some on the money line because Ole Miss has been they've been living on the edge. Isn't that Aerosmith song? I almost said Bryan Adams.
It was back when Steven Tyler was having sex with his daughter, allegedly.
Really?
I don't know. It's like a Mick Jagger thing.
No, wait. So, where is this taking place? Is this not in Biloxi, Mississippi?
Oh,
what? Colby?
It's a neutral game. Colby.
Get me out of this month.
Oh my god! I said Hattiesburg. Now I look like an asshole.
Thankfully I'm keeping you guys honest for the fans. I care about
that changes the money line play. Maybe that changes the money line play.
This game is literally this has got to be a place that would flood if there's any sort of hurricane. This is across the street from the water. This is out of control. It's like right next to some apartment buildings. This is an interesting location to play a game.
Give me some missing the points.
Chad G in the chat saying, much respect, Sean. Loving the 1990s furniture with the weird grandma doll. Hashtag bougie.
Wow. People are just judgy. Very judgy.
I think your angle is this. Ole Miss, they got Musa Cisse back and a few guys based on this ruling as well. But Look, this is a team that has been a 2-point win against UCF, 3-point win against Memphis, 1-point win against Temple, 3-point win against Sam Houston State, 1-point win against 0-9 Detroit. I just feel like Southern Miss covers. Ole Miss probably still wins by 1. Apparently.
I'm hearing feelings, Sean.
Yeah.
I'm hearing feelings.
No, but Colby's right. I mean, this is a rivalry game. It is taking place in Mississippi. Certainly not.
So we're out on
Hattiesburg.
Chris Beard.
No, I still say we're taking Southern Miss. The spread should be 8 though, right? Maybe 9. You made this thinking that this was happening.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I did.
Let's
think
So let's update the spread. What's the new spread?
I'll
What's
call
the
it
new
9.
spread? All right, 9.
Yeah, there you go. Set it at 9.
Real quick update too on the Brett Favre case. This could be bad for Brett. The judge ruled. This is very recently, a couple days ago. The judge ruled that he does not have to turn over his tax returns to the state. That's great, but he does need to turn over his text messages.
Oh no.
Oh no. I mean, yeah, he might not get busted for stealing food stamp money and putting it towards a volleyball court, but we're about to get
all those volleyball players definitely got a dick pic, right?
We're about to get some hilarious shit come to light because he's rapidly deleting text messages as we speak. Yeah, I'm with you guys. I'll take I like Chris. What do you give me? Ole Miss getting a discount on this number, and I like the minus sign. Seton Hall coming off a massive victory. Massive. How none of us were on the money line here is really pathetic.
Was Seton Hall?
Yeah,
we were on the college basketball experience.
Oh. Well, they head to Cincinnati, Ohio to take
Colby
on
says
Xavier.
the bad money line dogs for our show.
Yeah, dude. You're
SG.PN /TCBE.
What are you, some AI bot? Get Colby
go.
bot. Get out of here. Seton Hall heads to Cincy to take on Xavier, not Xavier. Xavier. -4 projected for Xavier. You have to fade Seton Hall after that victory.
Yes, and Xavier just got worked by Slick Rick Pitino. This is a great spot
right.
for the Musketeers to jump back.
Did they share a flight from New York? They save on costs.
Perhaps.
If they were smart, they would do stuff like that.
I don't think they're.
I
mean, they probably shared the same Southwest flight. Like, what are we talking about? They're not flying chartered, are they?
St. John's?
No. You're talking about Xavier.
Xavier and
playing.
Seton Hall.
Sorry, Seton Hall. Maybe not Seton Hall.
Xavier's flying chartered jets.
They got money.
I was gonna say
They got Cincinnati blood money.
They might have. They might be
crazy.
flying a
They
charter.
got their own jets.
You don't think that they're chartering a jet?
They're not Pepperdine, Sean. I know you rode next to
Pepperdine has money.
Yeah.
Pepperdine has money, and they were on the same Southwest flight as I was.
They don't have Xavier money. They don't get that Big East Fox
What
money.
have you seen Pepperdine's campus? What are you talking
They're
about?
all for the fake tits. All right, they're all for the fake tits.
What?
You
Pepperdine has so much more money than Xavier. Come on, dude.
think so? I don't know about
yeah, dude. Like, have you seen how much Malibu real estate they have?
True, but that doesn't mean they can be spending money just because they're sitting on it. You know what I mean? They don't still have a football program.
Yeah, because they're
it's too
soft
expensive
and
for
they
them.
don't care about football. They don't care about sports. Period. I'm with you though, Xavier. This is an awesome spot for Xavier. 1, you're fading Seton Hall. 2, you're riding Xavier. This is a great situation all day.
I accidentally stumbled into Xavier the Mountain Goat. Sorry, I'll get back to college basketball. I was looking to see if they had an airline. A lot of times you can find out if they're flying chartered if they have an airline partnership. And I came across Frontier Airlines was promoting a goat named Xavier, unrelated to the university. Xavier -4. Sean,
Cosign. Yes, all over.
He
Xavier.
was grabbing a paperclip.
oh
No,
sorry.
Ryan, do the game time read. I gotta switch out something.
Look at this. We already did the game time read earlier when Colby was touting. What do you think, Sean? Should we just look at what Sean's doing real quick?
Yes.
See
Look
what
at
he's
this right here.
see what he's getting into.
Look at that
all
right
right.
there.
So earlier we were already doing the game time read when Colby was advertising the insane prices he just got heading over, download gametime.co, using that promo code SGPN. I also just got done using Game Time. One of the ways you can be a sick, super cool uncle is by buying your nephew cool ass shit. So when find out he's getting into basketball, what do I do? Well, all right, time to get him some tickets to see the Orlando Magic. I guess the Orlando Magic are good now, Colby. And so then on top of that, I go in and it's like, all right, look at these deals I can get up in the top, some flash deals, bam, lower bowl. Of course, this is how you step it up. You can get tickets for someone and put them in the upper deck. What are you saying to that person? I got you into the building.
Yeah.
But I get the tickets down in the lower bowl, 7th row. What am I saying? You got to come visit Uncle Ryan in California. He's pretty cool.
Now, is there any actual? Do they have like a magician? I feel like the Magic should have a magician every time.
You know what? I've never looked into why they're called the Magic. I didn't know Orlando was a city known for magicians. But gametime.co, promo code SGPN. And
you think Noah's terrified of magicians too?
Well, I think if you're scared of clowns, you probably have some level of fear for magicians as well. Gametime.co. Use that promo code SGPN for $20 off. Again, download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. I want to say I saved. Actually, I got the receipt right here. I'll pull it up.
Well, I can tell you $75 on the Loyola Marymount game.
I saved $107 per ticket.
Yeah, 75 per ticket at LMU.
Plus that $20 on the side. So bang bang boom. Anyway, I'm not going to the game, but I'll have my cousin report back to me. Hopefully it's sick. Welcome back, Sean.
It's happening.
The chat wanted to see what was going on.
And I'm curious, Sean, how do you feel about magicians? You afraid of them?
No, not afraid of them. They're soft. I played some rec league basketball with a couple of magicians. So yeah, no, not scared of these guys at all.
He goes after Disney
Was
one
it
day.
Magic Johnson?
Dude, you got to be careful with these you go after the magicians.
What's that place where you can eat dinner?
Magic Castle.
Magic Castle. That's one where I used to bartend on the magicians that weren't
in yet.
Yeah, they were auditioning.
Oh yeah,
for that.
It's like a biker club basically. Yeah. You got to be their bitch for a while, and then eventually they let you in and you start doing some shitty act like in the hallway.
Yeah,
and eventually you get your own room. It really is like a biker gang, or sorry, a biker club. Arizona. What's this? This looks like a neutral site game. I don't think Florida Atlantic or Arizona play home games in Las Vegas. Noon on Saturday. The Wildcats. I thought I knew where this one was. I was ready to have a sound drop ready, and then I was on the wrong page. The Wildcats of Arizona taking on FAU, the Owls, who I feel like ever since I was like, this team is really good, they've started to suck again.
Well, they only dropped that one game, right?
Yeah. And I'm just,
they won 2 straight sits and they won by 34 and by 10.
Who do they, I must be thinking a game where they
you're talking about the game that Illinois got them at Madison Square
Maybe
Garden.
You're right. Maybe that's the only game. They have looked pretty clean otherwise.
And
but anyway, so Arizona certainly will have the crowd here in Vegas. Anytime you're in Las Vegas, the clear second to people from Southern California, people from Arizona. And I'd imagine, based on what I know about the clientele that attend Arizona, the university, this is a great excuse to go visit Vegas during the holidays.
Yeah, but I think FAU's the better team, dude.
Yeah,
I think Arizona's a little bit of fool's gold right now. They did pull out that cover against Bama, which I felt like Bama should have covered if you watched that game.
T-ball will be lit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going against you. I think this is a nice spot for Arizona. Vegas, Ryan, as a guy who's a humidity expert, you got to respect going from a dry, arid, temperate climate of Arizona to the dry desert of Las Vegas.
We're getting a shitload of rain right now, as is Vegas. So
Florida Atlantic, that's humidity hotbed.
That's what I'm saying though. They're getting rain out in Vegas right now. It's gonna be nice and humid.
Oh, come on.
It's gonna be basically Florida and Las Vegas.
Yeah, I think
No,
FAU
this-
is going to make a statement. They lost that Illini game. I think they beat Arizona here. They make a statement that we're still one of the best teams, and we are that team that went to the Final Four last year.
No. I mean, Arizona lost to Purdue. Basically, everything else has been a
Well, FAU is pretty similar.
not okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Arizona. This is going to be an Arizona crowd. I think you're misrepresenting the reality. Vanderbilt heads to Memphis. This is not neutral? Are we sure this isn't neutral? Do I have to double check, Colby, before I sound like an asshole on the public airwaves?
It's on CBS. This is at the FedEx Forum.
All right, it is home. Memphis hosting Vanderbilt at the FedEx Forum. FedEx got that FedEx money. Vanderbilt catching 15.5 here. 1 p.m. on the West Coast.
I think you take the Doors. This is Stackhouse versus Penny Hardaway. We saw this back in the day, right? I think the Vanderbilt's not very good this year, but whenever Memphis is a heavy favorite, even though they've looked pretty good this year, whenever they're a heavy favorite, I think they play down a little bit. Memphis wins by 8, 9, 10. Vandy covers. Let's go. Give me the Doors.
Vanderbilt sucks, dude.
Yeah, they lost to Western Carolina the other night. Shout out to
They've
Weehawk. Shout out to Weehawk. That's his team.
Shout out to Weehawk.
Yeah.
They've lost to a
Ooh.
lot of teams.
Vanderbilt, some bright red in their defense, almost dead last in the nation in defending the 3-point shot. Memphis can hit some threes, Colby. Are we worried about Memphis just running away with this at all?
I mean, I think they'll be in control of the whole game, but I think Vandy has nothing to lose. It's an in-state rival, so I think take the points there. And then I do worry. I mean, I guess Memphis.
Not worried.
Like, how lit do you think this place will be? Maybe because
I think that there
maybe.
isn't there is there not at all a public school, private school aspect to the intrastate. I don't know. I would imagine this is an interesting, like a big spread. You always got to worry no one's going to go to the game, but
I don't know. I think the safer play is Vanderbilt in the
it's
points.
not like Memphis has anyone looking ahead to. This is
Christmas.
just like perhaps. Why are we scheduling games around Christmas? What are we doing? These kids got families.
What
What about
You know what?
exams?
It's the season of perpetual hope. All right, give me the Commodores.
No, not a chance.
Too many points.
I'm just, I think I'm close to taking all favorites. Let's keep it going.
I'm with Kramer. Take Memphis. They're gonna boat race them.
All right.
I know.
Here's the game.
I know Vanderbilt probably has some nice boats, but Memphis is gonna win this.
Vanderbilt has that that old money.
That Anderson Cooper money.
Old money. Super old money. Villanova heads to Chicago, Illinois to take on DePaul.
You check out this DePaul team. 2-8.
2-8. Classic DePaul. What were we watching, Colby, when someone called it DePaul Day or something like that? Where it's basically it was the game where they got to whoop someone's ass.
Louisville.
Was that
They whooped Louisville's ass. Yeah.
They would call it DePaul Day. No, like some Big East team called DePaul Day, just referencing how bad the massacres were every year. Villanova laying 12 in this spot. Yeah, I mean,
Huge letdown.
DePaul has forever been a shit program. Colby's going to tell me about how there was that one time that they had a guy.
They were awesome from like the 70s to like 2002. Probably they were very
Yeah,
good
Ryan.
program.
You don't remember
Yeah.
the roster in '84? Colby
Terry
would stay up
Cummings,
all night.
Terry Cummings, Mark Aguirre. Those guys went to DePaul. They
Oh,
were there
I
in the
love Mark
80s.
Aguirre.
I think Cummings might have been a little bit before that. Probably
He was a bit
Aguirre
of a
too.
juice head.
Yeah.
No, this is pretty easy. I mean, I love Villanova, but come on, on the road after that huge win, how did they not let down here?
Yeah. Give me the Blue Demons, even though no one's probably going to be at this game. No one. I feel pretty confident no one will be at this game.
I love your new angle of just
Well, it's right before the holidays.
thrashing down at all college sporting events.
Yeah.
All right, last one.
What are you doing,
I'm with
Ryan?
you. I'm with you guys.
Yeah.
You're taking DePaul.
I've not taken Villanova all year. Not going to start now. St. John's heads to UConn, where UConn is laying 10. Great game here. Dan Hurley versus Rick Pitino. The Blues versus the Reds. Is the Big East back?
It is fire. And Slick Rick Pitino, great win the other night. We rode you, but come on, UConn just lost to Seton Hall. They're gonna bounce back and fuck them up, man. Lay the points.
They can't make this number big enough.
Unless
For everything
Klingon doesn't play. I know he's a game time decision. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but go.
No. I'm just saying, like, all my entire handicap of why they were going to win the last game, I'm just going to apply it to this, plus the motivation of coming off that loss.
Yeah, I mean, I think you gotta go UConn. I just feel like that building's going to explode. This one will be lit.
People will be there.
Yeah.
So we were out in Vegas for the show last week, meeting up with a friend of a friend, and it's just like the UConn fever, right? It's a professional vibe up there. If you're not from the area, for whatever reason, everyone loves fucking UConn. No matter what, they like the women's team, they like the men's team. It's very odd. I don't think any of these people went to Connecticut. It's a strange kind of almost SEC or like football vibe where people who didn't go to the school are just supporting this random university because they're good at basketball, I guess. But yeah, at UConn by 1 million.
100% UConn by 1 million. All right. Hey, time for our lock, dog, and bonus lock brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Of course, if you haven't signed up over on Hall of Fame Bets yet, what are you waiting for? Optimize those parlays, gentlemen. Go to HOFBets.com or download the Hall of Fame Bets app. Use the promo code SGPN, and you can bet smarter, not harder. Get rid of the wobbly table leg that's going to take down your parlay, Ryan. How many people send us in parlays where, I had one loser? Get rid of the dead weight. Let Hall of Fame Bets help you get laser focused and find those duds and just go with the studs. HOFBets.com, promo code SGPN. Colby, what do you got? Or Kramer, what do you got?
Happy to lead here. I was counting up how many dogs. How many dogs do you think I have, Colby? Without looking, don't cheat.
I'm gonna guess 2.
2 is correct. Thanks for playing. Xavier -4. Actually, we can keep Xavier -4. I'll also give out one from Friday. Oh boy, this is gonna be an unpopular play, but I'm gonna fade Kelly LePepe. Colorado State. Don't tell him I did this. Second lock. Dog. We only have 2 to play with. Mac reportedly crying after the loss to Radford. Allegedly. Toledo, the Rockets. They make it. I mean, look, West Virginia, fabulous spot to be when things are good, but things are bad right now. Toledo on the money line. I have been to Toledo's campus as well. Fun fact. Did you know? Well, you know this, Colby, but Nick Saban once played a little bit on the campus of Toledo.
No, he played at Kent State. He coached at Toledo.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Well, that's what I meant. Like play, like he was at. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Like he played in the pen that is Toledo. He coached their fucking football team.
Metaphorically, Colby.
Yes. I had no idea he played at Kent State. Nor is that important in my handicap here because we're talking about Toledo.
All right, for me, give me UCLA -3.5, Xavier -4, and Butler on the money line getting the upset victory.
Nice copy.
What do you mean?
Xavier,
you have to. Oh, okay.
Let's go. The lock is UCLA.
Yes.
Done deal.
Great copy.
The bonus lock is Colorado State.
Oh, great
right.
copy. You guys want to hold hands?
The dog is going to be. I'm with you,
Missouri?
Sean. Butler Bulldogs.
Okay. I also like Missouri. I was close to Missouri.
Should we parlay a little Missouri and Butler? See you
that's a Sean
on Victory Lane.
Sean and Colby. I'll see you at the finish line. Butler and what was it? Butler and Missouri money line parlay.
He would join us, but he didn't have any dogs besides.
No, Ryan hates dogs. He's more of a cat man. Catman. That's his call. That means the Catman's on the prowl.
Dong.
All right. I got to get to bed. I haven't slept in like 40 hours. Good times. Of course, smash that subscribe button. Toss us a nice rating and review. It's the holiday season. Giving you so many free winners, so many free locks, so much free content. Sign up for the Patreon. Our bonus episode's coming out next week. I think we're going to be doing the breakdown of Lenny Dykstra's voicemails that he left on my answering machine. That should be a good time. We also have the Patreon Pick'em, where we're giving out another $100 future ticket that you can get a paper ticket from the Circa. We will put that in for you. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Patreon. For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green. He's Ryan.
Sean.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
That's all. Nice work.
Kramer, let it ride.